Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and for those who are new to the channel, I am GFL. Today I'm going to be breaking down the best controller settings of Fortnite Chapter 7 needed to play smoother, build faster, and hit way more shots. These settings will work whether you're on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, or even PC. Beginner or sweaty competitive players, these settings are also going to help you too. And I'm also going to be giving the best colorblind settings. And for my PC players, I'm going to be showing you some FPS settings that will lower your FPS, less input delay, and get you on a better start. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So me playing will be shown, and then the settings will be revealed at the end of the video. Okay, so for my PC players, you're gonna make sure you have it on full screen. It can really mess with your FPS if you have it on anything else than full screen. Make sure you have it on that. And then put it on resolution, whatever you have it on, 1920. You want it by 180. This is my monitor's resolution. If you have a 2K, this will be a 4K, and I'm pretty sure this will be a 8K, but I don't know it like that. VSync, cut this off. This can give you input delay. Put this on FPS, whatever FPS you have. Have it on legacy. I have a mid-end PC, so yeah. My brightness, I have it on 132%. User interface on 1.02. Tripping up on 10. And colorblind strength. Colorblind strength on 10. User interface parallax. I don't know why I have this on. This can actually mess with your thing and give you input delay. Cut that off. 3D resolution. If you have a low end PC, I suggest having this on like 70. And if you have a high end, keep this all the way up. If you want your thing to look good. Dynamic 3D off. Make sure in performance mode, have this off. And I should also have my meshes off. That will give you no input delay off. Full no input delay. Show FPS if you want to see what FPS you have. I have like typically maybe 130 to 165. Performance stats, turn this off because it will give you what's it called, input delay, because it's trying to send stuff to your PC or Xbox or whatever you have. Volume, these are my volume settings. Nothing really too crazy. Let's chat. Game. Okay, so if you want the best internet connection, what you would do is you would find out which one you connect to better, the best server you are on. So, you know, I live in Florida, so I'd be on NA East. I guess 62 ping is the best server I have. But if you don't know which one to choose, and it's like blank like this, just go ahead and hit auto. but I have mine on East. My language is on English. Toggle sprint on. Auto open doors. I should also have this on. Hold swap pickup. This is also a good setting for your controller players. If you don't want to just go ahead, drop it, and open your inventory. Toggle targeting, have this off. Mark danger when targeting on. Auto pick up weapons. If you want to go ahead and push a chest, I suggest having this on, but if you don't want it to get annoying, have it off. This doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Simple build, I have this off. It depends for you. Reset building choice. No, this I wouldn't necessarily recommend this because like every time you play your builds, it'll go ahead and put you on like a wall or something like that. I wouldn't recommend that, but turbo building, it's like makes your editing way faster. I suggest you do that. Simple edit, I have this off. Disable pre-edit option, I also have this on because if you have pre-edit, you accidentally edit something, it can really mess with you. Auto confirm edits, I have it on both. It's basically really good for controller players who want to edit fast. Contextual tips on, you don't really need these, so I can just turn them off. You don't really need them. Turbo delete in creative mode, it doesn't matter. Make sure you have NVIDIA highlights and peripheral lighting off. It can give you input delay. Turn that off. And have this on and turn this all the way up so you can have maximum FOV. Replays, I would suggest having all of these off. But I have these on because I have to, make thumbnails and stuff. So yeah, I suggest having all 3 of these on. But if you're like a creator of anything, of any sort, then I would go ahead and have this on. Energy saving, doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Just make sure you have energy saving off because this can give you input delay, but sleep mode, it doesn't really matter. Reticle, it depends on if you have a custom crosshair. Like me, I would have this off. This doesn't matter, but HUD skill 75%. This would make sure it doesn't get too big or too small. I think this looks clean, looks pretty good. If you want to see your ping, cut on net debug stats. So let's say you're on EU servers and you're getting 200 ping, then it will tell you that on the top left corner of your screen. Touch and motion, I don't really mess with gyro settings like that, so I'm really gonna skip this. Mouse and keyboard, this is a controller video, so skip the controller settings. Input, invert, controller, blah blah blah. But immediately I suggest having this on. Controller auto run, you can have that on if you want to, it doesn't really matter. Edit whole time, have this off. Have this all the way down so you don't have any input delay at all. Vibration feature, have this off because it can really mess around with you if you shake it. Quick weapon, I have quick weapon off. Sensitivity, I have it advanced settings. My build mode is on 2.2. Edit mode 2.1. First person mode, doesn't really matter unless you play ballistic. 43% on my horizontal speed, 44% on my vertical speed, 3% on my horizontal boost, turning vertical boost 3%. Instant boost when building, if you want to start off and you want to move faster, then it's really help. I suggest having this on. Now for my aim settings, 10%, 10%, 3%, 3%. I feel like this can really help you if you're trying to get a good sniper or anything. It can help whenever you're trying to start off, and when the boost, it can really help when you're starting off. You're trying to flick on somebody, so yeah. I just having this 3%, or you can go a little bit higher, maybe from 3 to 6 at least. Okay, now look at input curve. I have this on linear. So here's how this works. Linear, it's more, I'd say more builds wise. You still can have good aim on linear, but exponential, you can have better aim on it. But your builds will be a little bit clunky. So yeah, I have it on linear. So I still have good aim though. So yeah. Control dead zone, I have this on 6%. It's just a nice smooth percentage. Left trigger release. Just have it on 25, because if you don't repeatedly hit it in foot and stuff, this doesn't really matter. You can go ahead and copy my binds. I don't really think you should copy my binds. They're a little clunky, but yeah. I literally use, what is it called? I play claw. Where is it? This is my edit button. You can slow it down if you want to copy these settings. But yeah. That's all for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. And Comesh GFL out.